Hello everyone, my name is Corey and welcome to my tutorial on how to survive your first day and night in Don't Starve. Don't Starve is a survival game and it's by Cly Entertainment and I'm here to show you how to get started. So, you want to hit play and select game slot. Alright, so there's a lot of different characters for this game, but when you first start out, Wilson here is the only one that you'll have available to you. Throughout the game, as you play, you will gain experience and unlock new characters, such as Willow and Wendy, and most of them start with W. But yeah, for starters, all you'll have is Wilson, and his little individual thing here is he grows a beard. So you want to select that. And you can also customize your world a lot. There's things like carrots and berries, and you can change the size of your world and the seasons and everything. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to keep it all at the default, just so you can get a feel for how the game works in the default settings. So I'm just going to talk here for a little bit more before I get started, because the day-night cycle in this game is only 8 minutes, and when you start off in the summer, it'll be 4 minutes of day, 2 minutes of twilight, and 2 minutes of dark night, and during that time you must have light or you will die. So let's get started and I will show you how the game works. It's a randomly generated world, but they're all pretty similar. You usually start off in the same kind of area. So this is Maxwell. He always just pops in at the beginning of a world and says this stuff. So, this is you, this is Wilson, and this is what the world looks like. I'll give you a quick run through the HUD here. This is your hunger, sanity, and health. And all three of those are important to keep them pretty high or you will die. You'll die immediately if your hunger or health goes all the way down. And if your sanity goes down, well, that gets pretty complicated. Here's the day-night thing here. I'm not sure what to call it. Meter, I guess. This is day, the reddish is twilight, and the dark blue is dusk. And here's your hotbar. This is for tools, clothing, hats, crafting menu, and you have a map here. So you have a couple options for the controls of how to move around in the world. You can use WASD, or you can click to move. So the first thing you'll want to do when you start out is pretty much just grab everything you can, which you can do by either clicking or by walking near it and pressing space. Some of the most important materials you'll need to gather are grass and twigs and flint to start off. So this is all grass. I'm just going to get a bunch of these. And as you can see, there's different biomes here, and there's rabbits walking around, and this place is just full of life for now. This is a sapling, and this is where you get twigs from. Very important. And let's see, what else? You can also get flowers, and picking flowers will restore your sanity, which isn't going down right now. There will be an arrow pointing down to show that your sanity is decreasing when it is. So picking flowers is good, and if you collect enough of them, then you can make a hat, which will steadily increase your sanity all the time. So I'm getting more twigs and grass here, and you can also pick carrots, because your two main objectives for the first day is gathering food and finding a place to set up camp and make a fire so that you won't die. Because running out of food and being in the dark are the two main causes of death in this game. So you want lots of grass, like I've said. Just basically run around clicking everything. These are seeds, which are dropped by birds when you walk near them and they fly away. And you can use those for food as well. Anything that has this green bar here, you can eat. And that green will steadily go down over time, and the food will eventually spoil, and then it'll go to rot, and it won't increase your hunger or health as much. Berries are on these berry bushes, and this is also a good source of food. Carrots, berries, and seeds are the main things you'll want for food on the first day. You can kill rabbits and get meat from them. This guy's a little turkey. You're not going to be able to kill him yet. But rabbits are harder to kill as well. And this here is flint. And flint you use to create tools, as well as flint and twigs are the two main things you use to make tools, which Obviously you need, you can make an axe to cut down trees, which I'm going to do here in a second, show you how to do that. So again, I'm just left clicking on all this stuff to pick it up. I like to move around using WASD and not clicking. So then over here is the crafting menu, and what you do is you just open up this here, these are the different categories, and then if your individual item is lit up like this, then you can build it. You can see I have 12 twigs and this only takes 1. I have 1 flint, it takes 1. So you just click build, or I think you can just click on the item itself, and then here we have my axe. And if it's in here on the hotbar, you just right click it and it'll pop it right into your slot there, and now I have it equipped. So we're just going to go ahead and chop down this tree here. You can either hold down left click, hold down space, or rapidly click. And if you click rapidly, it seems to chop it down faster. So from trees you'll get logs and pine cones. Logs you need to make fire, and pine cones you can use to replant trees like so, and they will grow into full-grown trees later on. So now as you can see, it's starting to get dark. This is the twilight time of day. There's no really additional danger yet, but there will be when it gets to night. So when it becomes twilight, you're going to want to start scoping out a site to make your camp, maybe even start a fire. Just get things set so that you don't die during the night. And you can, actually I'm going to do this right now, I'll show you here. If you go into this light menu, then you can make a torch. It takes 2 grass and 2 twigs. And you right click to equip this, and this will give you a portable light source. So if it's dark, you can survive with this. And you can right click on a tree to light it on fire. And by doing that, it will eventually become burnt, fire will go out, and then you can chop it down and get charcoal. And charcoal you can use for fuel for a fire, and I think it's a lot better idea to use charcoal for fuel so you can save your logs for other purposes, because you can use them for a lot of things. So here I chop down that, it takes 1 click, and you get a piece of charcoal. And then this is ash from burning other things like twigs or saplings and grass, and I'm actually not sure what the ash is used for. I haven't played this game since the last couple updates. So as you can see, it's getting kind of closer to night. I'm going to start finding a place to make a campfire. You want to do it with a lot of stuff around, so you'll have something to do during the night. So I'm just going to set it up right here. So you go into the light menu again, and campfire right here. It takes 3 grass and 2 logs. So you click, and then you just decide where you want to put it, and left click again, and there's your fire. And so it will eventually go out. And so you can take charcoal or logs or other things and left click on it to add fuel. And that'll keep the fire going longer and burning brighter. So as you can see, my hunger's gone down quite a bit. We'll want to get some food in our bellies. Just going to collect this stuff in the immediate vicinity of the fire. And now you can just right click on these to eat them right away. Like see, I have the berries here, right click, and I ate it. All different food items will restore either hunger, health, or both. Some restore more hunger and less health, some more health, less hunger. You get the idea. So you see this little arrow here on my sanity bar, my sanity meter? That's showing that my sanity is steadily going down. That's because it's gotten dark out, as you can see. And it's pitch black out there. And I'll actually show you, if you go into the darkness, you will get attacked by an unseen monster, and it will kill you in just a couple hits. You hear that sound? I didn't want to actually get hit by him because I didn't want to die in my tutorial here. So, like I said, you just right click on food to eat it, but you can cook it, and that will make it restore a lot more hunger and health. So you just take it out of your inventory here and left click on the campfire, and there, now I have cooked carrots. You can just right click off screen to pop this back into my inventory. You can also cook berries, and even seeds. You can't cook flower petals though, they will just add fuel to the fire, so that's kind of a waste. And so now you can see I right click to eat the carrot, and that restores a lot more of my hunger. Just gonna eat up here, and now it's a lot closer to where I want it to be. I think 150 is the max, yeah. So another thing you can do is go into the survival menu here. Oh, I need a science machine to build this. And that's something you'll get later on. A science machine you can use to unlock more crafting recipes, but I don't have that yet. And there you go, now it's daytime again. I have a full belly. I survived through the night by having a light source and plenty of food, And that is how to survive your first night in Don't Starve. I also have a full series of this game. It's like a Let's Play of me just playing through it and commentating. I'll actually probably put this video in the same playlist as that. So if you want to continue on and watch me play this game, then please subscribe and see all my content. But for now, that's it. So have fun and don't starve.